One of the great things about Polk County is we have a great volunteer base. It really doesn't matter what events are going on. Polk County really turns out to help out the community and whatever it might be. And one of the things that is going to happen this year that's very, very special, a great event is scheduled to happen that's going to really highlight volunteers and give people an opportunity to get connected. It's called Servapalooza. And this is going to be a great time. It's going to be a big party. Here to talk to us about this new event is Janet Bartuska. She is Volunteer Center Manager with Volunteer Polk. We also have Aymee Good. She is the Event and Facility Sales Manager with Sun and Fun. And with us as well is Mildred McMillon. She is the Executive Director of Faith in Action. Ladies, thank you so much for coming on. This is going to be really cool. Tell us a little bit about just give us a general overview of Servapalooza.
Servapalooza is an interactive volunteer festival, and it is very unique to anything that anyone in our area may have ever attended. Certainly unique to most of us participating. It combines traditional volunteer recruitment exhibits where you can obtain information on opportunities to volunteer within the region of Polk County with a number of nonprofits, faith-based business or government organizations, and it also includes some exhibits and participation from business partners who have cause marketing or corporate social responsibility programs, and they're there also to provide their employee volunteer teams to support some of the projects. In addition to the exhibits, there will be on-site volunteer projects for individuals, groups, employee work teams. So if you're listening to this and you're part of a group or office team, go back to your employees and be proactive in getting signed up to come on out and participate in these events. Additionally, we're going to have a collections items area where people can donate items that some of the agencies have indicated that they're in need of. We have anything from brand new sheets for shelter type facilities to used sheets in any kind of condition that can be ripped into rags for bandages for disaster response. Baby items, books, you name it, there's a whole list of items for people to get involved in. Additionally, we have opportunities for projects. I think Habitat for Humanity is thinking about building some wall frames, letting individuals come out and construct frames that will be beneficial in helping them to erect more homes more quickly in the community. It's just a great dynamic that reaches out to so many people. It is true community collaboration to the 10th degree. I encourage, if you are a parent of students that are going to be looking as school starts back soon, looking for volunteer opportunities for your students to earn their service hours, what a great thing to bring them out and let them parade through this whole expanse of opportunities to learn what's of interest to them, and it really is something that is open and has appeal to all ages.
Now, we didn't even say the date. It's just around the corner, right?
It is. The event is September the 7th, which is a Saturday, and I really want to also emphasize that this event is in collaboration with a national movement to honor the those who sacrificed their lives within the 9/11 situation that happened several years ago, and turn that all into a positive of being a national day of service and remembrance, and honoring and serving others. So we are part of that network, and there'll be plenty of opportunities for people to find a level at which they can get involved.
Now, the event, Servapalooza, is actually happening on the grounds of Sun and Fun.
Correct.
And what a great facility. Aymee, tell us a little bit about how this is going to work out there on the Sun and Fun property.
Well, the reason we got involved was because a lot of people don't know that Sun and Fun is actually a nonprofit.
Right.
So it's a great opportunity for us to, make that more aware in the community, but also to open our arms, on a more year-round basis. So essentially what we'll be doing is kind of starting from the core, what we call the core area on our property, and utilizing our outdoor space, the hangars, some of our covered areas, and kind of going out from there depending on how much we end up getting involved in the end. So it's a great thing for us because we're used to doing large scale events, and it gets us an opportunity to showcase our nonprofit side.
Yeah.
So yeah,
absolutely. Now, how long has this kind of been in the making, the Servapalooza? You guys have been working on this for a while now.
Yeah, conversations began around May.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd imagine there's probably a lot of involvement with, and not just attending, but actually helping, volunteers helping to come together and make this this big event a reality. Can you kind of speak towards that a little bit, just the cooperation and involvement of volunteers?
Oh my goodness. Well, in essence, our committee members are all volunteers. They represent various organizations throughout Polk County. They represent, as we mentioned, businesses, and the partnership and collaboration. We were talking earlier about how impressed and how touched we have been just through this planning experience, just even to this point, and we haven't even reached the event yet. In being able to connect with organizations and contacts that we had never knew existed. We are in the process of really beginning to try to get word out to volunteers that would like to come out and, like I said, check out and investigate what kind of options are available. So many times in the volunteer center here at the county, we receive calls or inquiries from people saying, I'm new to the area, or I just really don't have an idea, with our county size being so large, what options are available to me or my family or both if we want to engage in volunteering. And so we're making every effort to reach out to as many organizations in the county to offer such a diverse range of options that will give people a really good glimpse at what exists. This is going to benefit, we were also talking earlier, that this is going to benefit not only our community, it's going to benefit our organizations, that they get more supplies, that they can get more volunteer support. It's going to help those that are looking for opportunities for volunteer support, and certainly the clients that get served as a result of this. Within the county organization itself, we were also talking about how in disaster response, and nobody really likes to talk about hurricanes, but we all remember way too well what occurred in 2004, and we really depend on having a strong network in this volunteer nonprofit community, and so this is bringing all of us together, and it's building a stronger bond and a stronger support for knowing how we can help one another.
A volunteer base that you can mobilize. Quickly.
Exactly. We know what the resources are.
What's interesting about it too on the committee, I think we all kind of, Janet came and talked to us about this idea, myself and Robin, our volunteer coordinator, and from two different sides. She does the volunteer side, I do more of the events. But when we started coming together and these people started coming to the meetings, you got everything from Camping World there with their Good Samaritan program. You have Target there. You've got Staples, who's there offering to do a lot of the things that maybe people will need for their booths. But then you also have other nonprofits like Buck Tower was there, and Faith in Action, other people that, for us it's great because we have volunteers that are with us year round. Some of the men maybe are more into the aviation, but the women would like to get involved with a different organization. So this is something where if, Bach Tower desperately needed 20 more people, they now have a community of people to reach out to and say, hey, I'm in a bind. Can you guys help? So the committee meetings, we've been meeting every other week, and now you're getting to a point where you have really good relationships with people. BB&T Bank's there every week, and Magnify Credit Union, and just even people that compete with each other. It's been kind of interesting to see, oh, well, they're bringing 20 volunteers. We're going to need to bring 30, We've had people on the property, and you kind of like to pin them against each other. It's like, all right, Target's providing this. What are you guys going to do? And I think that's kind of cool because you're competing to give back, And again, one of the reasons why we got involved is because, our organization does have a huge financial impact on the community, which is a rarity, but it's you know, in a nonprofit setting. So this has just really connected us with people that we may not have worked with before.
Absolutely.
So
now, Mildred, faith in action is playing a big part in this. Tell us a little bit about how you're getting involved with Servapalooza.
Well, I'm bringing my volunteers, and I would have to say this: if it wasn't for the volunteers in Polk County, the nonprofit organizations would be at an odd,
right.
Very odd, because we depend on volunteers. You cannot, nonprofit depends on money, which we do not have, so we depend on volunteers.
Yeah.
And just for the record this month, I was totaling my my books, and I think my volunteers have contributed in dollars and cents about $300 and some thousand dollars this past year.
Yeah.
So my volunteers will be at the Sun and Fun with me, and we will be putting together gift bags for the elderly. And by the way, Faith in Action is a service to the elderly.
Right.
And we try to provide services for them to keep them in their homes so that they would not be institutionalized early.
Now, Faith in Action has been around for a while, haven't they?
203.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they've been doing this for 10 years.
Yes, this is our 10th anniversary.
And what better way to do it than to have a celebration of volunteers to you know, thank them, reward them, and at the same time bring more people in.
That's
and like
correct.
you said, I mean, for nonprofit organizations, volunteers are the lifeblood of,
That's right.
of nonprofits. And you know, I thought it was astounding, the number that you just gave. How valuable volunteers are, not only on a, you know, helping out basis, but this is dollars and cents that it comes down to.
That's right.
I think as a volunteer, you often think, oh well, you know, I'm tired today, I'm not going to go. But the truth is, those organizations need you. They need the volunteers, and I think this is such a terrific idea, such a terrific opportunity for Polk County and for the local communities to get involved and get tied together, create that network of volunteers that are going to be able to mobilize to nonprofit organizations, to disaster relief, to anything really. I mean, it blows my mind.
One thing I would like to add, Steve, is Mildred had mentioned that one of the things, in addition to volunteers, that nonprofits also have a need for is certainly the green stuff, the money. And we are providing one more outlet to benefit our nonprofits at the event, and we're having a marketplace where nonprofits will be offering various items. It's September, so people can kind of get a little early start on their holiday shopping, or if they've got special birthdays coming up or celebrations, they'll definitely want to visit some of our marketplace venues. We know of organizations that are going to be selling homemade quilts, plants, homemade soaps.
Tickets to events.
Exactly.
And I think, like, we haven't even mentioned this yet, but it's free. It's free for the people to come to, and it's free for the nonprofits. We have opened our doors as a nonprofit with a venue this large for free, because we want to, you know, we want to show we want to be more part of the community, you know, on a year-round basis. And, you know, anyone that wants to get involved, that it knows of a nonprofit, if it affects Polk County in any way, we want them to be there.
Right.
Anybody, you know, any different type of, you know, whether it's for babies or military or anything, we'll take it. So
I don't know whose brainstorm it was, but as I was telling you earlier, it is the most unique thing that I've seen in a long time, and that is to bring the nonprofit together with the business on such a large scale, because nonprofits, we don't have time to find out this and find out that, who's doing this, and this is very good. It's a good exposure for the business and the nonprofits.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it was she came in to meet with us, and it was probably 2 hours, and we were just, I mean, the energy in the room, we could have flown right out of the building. Like, by the end of it, I mean, we have ideas going years forward, things that we probably couldn't have made happen in that period of time. But, you know, we have big ideas going forward.
And that's one thing that's going to be great about Servapalooza is this is the inaugural Servapalooza, but
is.
this is going to be an annual thing, correct?
Absolutely,
That's
absolutely. Again, it has just been so phenomenal, the support, and I've got to say some special kudos for Sun and Fun. They have been and are a tremendous partner in opening their facility to us. And not just opening the facility, but they have just jumped right on with our committee, and you can see are a vital part of our planning and ideas and resources. They are the perfect venue for us to hold this inaugural event in terms of location. You know, we're close to I-4, we're close to the Parkway, so people coming from all different sides of the county. I also want to mention that this event is not only getting the attention locally here in Polk County, but it's getting a lot of state and national attention in that Governor's Office has acknowledged it. The Governor's Office on Volunteerism, Volunteer Florida, is actually planning to send their CEO to come and participate in this event.
Cool.
And so then we have also been told that there's a very good possibility that the CEO of Camping World and Good Sam Enterprises, Marcus Lemonis, and some people may recognize him from having been on some of the television shows recently, that he is so impressed with what's happening with the Bartow Camping World that is participating in this event, that he is trying to look into arrangements to be able to be present for this. The NFL, we actually have a connection, a Polk County connection with the NFL Players Association out of Washington, D.C. And there's a gentleman there by the name of Joe Briggs who grew up in Dundee, Florida. How about that? And so we're very appreciative to him and his efforts of helping to connect us with the right folks that we are working to get some of the players there. We are also trying to actively reach out to some of our local teams, particularly Tigers and some of those other areas. Right. Volunteerism reaches out into so many different areas, and this obviously includes sports. We know of many professional players and various teams that believe in giving back to the community, and so we're looking forward to having their participation.
Right. And of course, this isn't just an event for adults. We've kind of been talking about adults, but this is a great opportunity for parents to show their children what it means to actively participate in community and be a part of community by volunteering. So, yeah, really great all-around event that you guys have planned. I'm excited for it.
Well, thank you. We're excited too, just in case you can't tell. Let me also mention that we welcome seniors. I know Faith in Action talked about serving seniors. We welcome seniors and senior groups. We know that the winter visitors will not quite be back yet, but we'll be looking for them when they come back. We know there's a lot of seniors that are still living out there in various communities within the county that are year-round residents. And we really welcome you to please come on out and check us out. Some people have wondered about, well, Sun and Fun is a big place. Can I navigate walking that much? Trust us, we have trams, thanks to Sun and Fun, that will pick you up from your parking area and escort you right on up to the gate. There is the indoor shelter area where some of the sit-down table projects are that you can sit down. You can help craft scrapbooks that will be given to families of hospice patients to be able to put their loved ones' photos in to remember the contributions of that member. There will be stuffing of Christmas stockings. There'll be packaging of kids' backpacks for a Kid Pack program to be able to feed children in our Polk County schools that are homeless, living out of cars. So a lot of opportunities.
You guys have thought of everything.
We're trying.
This is going to be tremendous, guys. Thanks so much for coming on, telling us about it. Looking forward to it, and hopefully we get lots of people out there.
Thank you.
The more the merrier.
All right.
We'll take them all.
Thanks, guys. Servapalooza, it's right around the corner, September 7th. This is on a Saturday, starting from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's going to be at Sun and Fun. They're going to have everything that you can possibly think of. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be a big party. There's going to be lots of things to do, and most of all, lots of places to get connected. If you have a passion, there will be an opportunity for you to fulfill that passion through volunteering. So many different organizations, so many different opportunities throughout the county that are going to be represented at this one event. This is the thing to do this year. September 7th, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. You do not want to miss it. The event is completely free. You can check out some of the details on the Polk County website at polk-county.net/volunteer. You'll see a very clear button there to click on Servapalooza. It'll tell you everything you need to know. They also have a Facebook set up. You can also contact Janet at Bartuska at polk-county.net. She will send you a link to the Facebook page or whatever other information you need. She will get it to you. This is going to be terrific. Call them at 863-534-5580. Saturday, September 7th at Sun and Fun. Servapalooza, you don't want to miss it.